Hey, Danny Parker. My buddy, my pal. Does your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, huh? Don't worry, Danny. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to have a little fun with you. Anyways, I'm glad you had a good time with your family. I was just having some fun with you. You know. Because I can't even... Like, I noticed you did another video on me. Like, it just comes up on my... But if you don't tag me, I'm not even going to watch it. I'm not going to watch you be more stupid than I already think you are. It hurts me. I want you to be smarter, Danny. Anyways, what should we talk about today? There's mosquitoes biting me. Speaking of mosquitoes, did you know in Florida and Texas there's been some deaths by mosquitoes? That's kind of weird, eh? Did you also know that Bill Gates has had some mosquitoes genetically modified and they let them go? Is it coincidence? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But they got those snails now in Florida too. They'll just give you meningitis. Like, how's this stuff come? Like, how's it start? Like, all of a sudden, like, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, like I said, Danny Parker. Anyways, bud. Yeah, if you actually want me to pay attention to what you say, you could at least tag me and let me know you're talking shit about me. But hey, anyways, you be whatever man you want to be. Because you're Danny the Man Parker. Well, just my opinion, but I think Leah Thomas is more of a man than you are. But I think she knows what's happening to your children and you don't. She's not a good man, though. She's not a better man than you, Danny. She's just probably smarter and knows what's going on. Like, do you want to answer this question for me, Danny? Oh, mosquitoes, man. Oh, what was I going to ask you, Danny? What do you think of God, Danny? All these people coming on saying, some of them saying they're going to pray for me because I'm going to hell and all this other stuff. And what do you think, Danny? Do you think your God is 3 in 1? Or do you just think there's one up above? What's your thoughts on God? Because I think I'm starting to get it. Like I said, I'm spiritually wakening up. So I'm trying to figure out so I can help the people. Well, it's for them to decide. I don't know. This is the way that works for me. And I mean, I've used many people to get to the conclusions that I've came to. So, I mean, I just don't take one person's information. I take and I evaluate, and I could be wrong. But God knows that I'm searching, so where's the harm in that, eh? You even searching, Danny? You even searching for the answers? See, my thoughts are, because there's definitely 3. Because I think what you have to do is, you have to get yourself into the spirit to find the truth. See, and the truth to me is Yeshua. So that's the way you're supposed to act. You're never going to be him. But you try your very hardest to be like him with the truth. And once you accept the truth, then you find the love. Because I don't get no love on this earth. So it's still got me here for a reason. And it's the love of God. But you let me know what you think, Danny. But you won't. You guys will say, he said payday again. Never answering my question of what I say that was bad. I want the kid to have a future. I want the kid to know that working hard will get you a lot further in the end. Because I think if we don't do something, the day of the Upchurches dies. Kids won't have dreams anymore unless they're willing to alter them for others, Danny. I want kids to have dreams and aspirations and not have to worry about being touched, told that there's something that they're not, instead of letting them figure out what they are. But you're like, here's the deal, bud. I was actually going to put a whole bunch of fucking Upchurch lyrics together, like I'm only half human, I'm from past, sounds bizarre, but I'm from past the stars, and there's so many others. I was going to write them all down, so then you guys could get a better understanding of what I was hearing in his music. Right? I was just asking him, did you know he's also said that he's chosen outside of his music? He did one of those Q&A one times there, Danny Parker. And someone said, do you know you're chosen or something like that? And he said, you're very smart. Well, maybe he thought chosen is something different than me. Maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. But you buffoons think that I don't have the right to ask. Instead, you think I have the right to fucking let this saute in my brain and never get a fucking answer. See, you don't think Upchurch is chosen, eh? See, because when you actually look into what chosen have to go through, I think he's gone through it. You got the Nicole Arbor, you got the Katie Noel, you've got the Dagburn, you've got the guitar guy, and you got, I don't even probably know half the shit that he's gone through, but I know that, when women try and ruin your life off stupid lies, and that there's no repercussions for them, well, at least on this earth, it's probably pretty unsettling to know that you've spent all this fucking money over here to pay to expose lies. And they don't even, once they come out, they don't even have to apologize or anything. Like, and you think like Danny Parker, I think about things like, hey, how mental that would drive somebody if one of these women actually got away with it. Say they lied and they got away with it. And Upchurch wasn't as smart as he is. So say it was you. And you were the rock star. And these women just tried to ruin your life. For no fucking reason. When you were trying to be good to them. This is just the opinion that I get. I don't know. See, I can't change my opinion. I can't hate Upchurch because fucking Crack Squad hates me. Even, here's the thing. Why can't Gail come into my comments and just say, fuck off? I said that I will. But she's probably got me fucking blocked and ain't even fucking listening to what I have to say. But glued right into fucking everything that Dagburn has to say. That alert probably goes off on her phone and she's right there. She'll listen to a buffoon like that. But because she thinks that Mama Payday supports her nephew more than me because she's part of the squad. Meanwhile, Danny Parker, I tried to reach out to all these people. I didn't come off starting to call people stupid. I wasn't mean. And I always seem to look like the idiot. Do you know what it's like to have Johnny Dagburn fucking make you look like an idiot and not be able to do anything about it? Why don't you ask Upchurch how that feels? That his young fans have to sit there, and because he tags Upchurch and Patty made him some slide that his manager's a slime bag and he's like, do you not get, like, I get it. You guys get mad, and maybe Gail was probably trying to stick up for a woman when she helped Mama Payday and thought that. But here's the deal. You all think it's all right when it comes to Patty, and so do I, because I think she's very evil. How could you do that to your son? And if you didn't do that to your son, why in the fuck would you tag team up with Dagburn? Like, there's screws loose in that woman's head, I believe. See, I could be wrong, because I'm wrong all the time. Upchurch might not be a chosen person. He might not even be the good dude that I think he is. But until I get the information that he's not a good dude, I'm not going to take on the fucking hatred you people want me to. Like I said, you guys don't represent him. But here's the problem. A lot of people think that you do because you say you do. And you hurt Upchurch way more than you fucking help, I'll tell you that. But hey, I guess I'd be a little dick to fucking stand up to Wade because he's sick, and the fucking truth should get in the way of somebody being sick. The fucking truth should be there no matter what. If there was ever a time for fucking Wade Deaver to face the truth, it should be now. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to talk about that scared, coward little Triple T? Can't even come forward into my comment section. You know why? Because he ain't got nothing to say. Because he knows I'm right. He ain't got nothing on me. He knows if he has to say something, he'd have to admit that he's a coward and that his fellow people are in trouble. Or maybe he's just as evil as these elites and he knows and he likes it and he feeds off the hatred and that's why he's on YouTube. Who knows, eh? Gangster from the beginning. You should take a look just before my the real big part of my fucking spiritual awakening happened. My very first video on YouTube. You should go take a look at that, Danny Parker. Fucking brave as a motherfucker. And at that point, I didn't even, like, I knew the government didn't care about us and shit didn't make sense in my head how it worked, but that's the way it worked. And well, there was nothing I could do about it. Sort of deal, you know what I mean? So I went with the flow. But I had one of those thought flares and just go all over the place. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. But that would make me crazy. See, my head processes shit before it can come out of my mouth. I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant, but I think I'm fucking brilliant. But you guys don't see it, but I think you're stupid, so maybe one day we'll find out. If I'm the stupid one and you guys are the brilliant ones. But I fail to see how fucking not helping the children. You get what I'm saying, eh? See, everybody, a lot of people, well, not a lot, well, not a lot, but some people that I see out there, and they're like, you gotta go live your life and not worry about what the NPCs are doing, and just move on with your life and forget about what's happening to the children, and forget about what's happening. Like I don't get. For me, I know I think differently, so I fucking simplistically think, how can men be such cowards? How could women be so heartless? To not look and see at this point if your children are in trouble and doing a little investigation on your own. That'd make you pretty heartless. Especially to bash somebody who all they want to do, if you actually listen, is be your friend. If you decide that maybe your children are in trouble and maybe we can work together and accomplish something, but you guys don't hear that. You hear the stupid and the loser. But hey, that's what you guys like. You guys like to hear the hate. Well, there's no hate. Let me tell you, take it away, because it ain't hate, it's love. Because I'd love for you to know the truth. Not my truth, your truth. But what is the truth? What is going on around us? Who knows, right? Maybe I should go talk to my neighbors. Maybe I should ask them. Because when I'm in the house and being chased because I have a different opinion, and I go outside and I go to have smoke, I mean, the neighbors must hear sometimes. I mean, you think a concerned neighbor would call the cops. But then again, maybe they're listening and they don't really feel that the woman is in any sort of possible danger, so why bother? We'll just let her keep attacking that man. I'd like to ask them that, but then again, like I said, I think my neighbors know, because the one woman across the street, at least she smiles or whatever and says hi, or I don't know, maybe she does with my wife too. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what my neighbors think. Maybe I should go ask them. But Danny, how would you feel if this did get to Upchurch? Let's just say. This is just a fantasy of mine. It's a delusion. Just say Upchurch actually understands what I'm saying, because he says that we should be protecting the children and the women and the future. But he also, I think, the interpretation he gave on Flowers All Bloom was just kind of like, just forget about the outside world. Well, in my world, the flowers can't bloom if there's no light. You know what I'm saying? There's too much darkness to turn away. Because sooner or later, it's going to be lights out if we keep turning a blind eye to this shit. So I don't understand. Maybe that's why all these people who are in the positions that they're in, you know, speaking the truth, they're all fighting one another. Candace Owens and Crowder and like people trying to tell people to be moral that are doing completely immoral things, and like It's a mess. Instead of coming together and saying, hey, guys, let's focus in on the kids. Like, let's get people together because we have these big platforms that we can use. And instead of discussing shit all the time, let's come up with a solution. Maybe that's why I only have 200 and something fucking subs. Everybody enjoys the clown show. No one wants to see the clown show. Take off the mask, Danny Parker. Get out of the circus. Or at least see the circus so we can change it. But you won't get anything I say anyways. You guys never fucking do. Anyway, well, here, want to hear a funny story? Like, even people I try and stick up for fucking come after me. This is the weirdest thing. Because I watch some of these people who say they're chosen. That's why I have them on there. I mean, they could be right. I could be chosen. This anointed Ashley on there. Someone was bashing her about, just what she's doing is not funny. And I mean, you got to have a little fun in a bad situation. So that's the way I look at it. And God, to me, I mean, if I'm chosen, he definitely has a sense of humor. So he writes this bad thing. I can't even remember what it was. And I was like, listen, why do you care? Why don't you just leave her alone? If she's not hurting anybody, I believe it's the end times. So if she's lying, she's going to be in trouble. So why care? Then again, I was going to say, why do I care about you guys? But it's not really you guys. I want your children to be okay. See, this is you get thinking, but anyways. Ashley makes a whole video on me because she goes, how could you say I'm lying? I was like, I didn't say you were lying. I never once said you were lying. You took that upon yourself. And then she goes and makes a video. How just fucking say I'm lying? It's the end times. I wouldn't lie. Well, I know. That's what I said. Why would she lie if it's the end times? If she's lying, then she's going to be in trouble. So why would she do it if she was a true believer in God? But she don't get that shit. Like, this is what I mean. And then you want me to fucking think that you're chosen. But you don't ever talk. This is the thing. I've asked this woman to talk to her before. Nothing. Crickets. Probably because I have a low sub count. She probably picked the ones that fucking had the biggest sub count so she could like that. See what I mean? And then there's this fucking, I don't know how, I think she has 15,000 subscribers, Danny. You have more than her. How much would someone make off of, say, even 25,000 subscribers? Is that enough to give a $10,000 giveaway to your subscribers? And I mean, she doesn't look like she has a rich background. But see, I don't know her situation, but these are the things that I kind of put together. Why are you giving away $10,000 if you're a chosen one? And what she does is she tells people visions and dreams, and she says that the chosen ones are going to have superpowers. And maybe they do. Maybe she's right. I don't know. But you're not allowed to question or ask anybody anything because they get their tail feathers. They completely, like little me, twist the whole story around to fit their narrative and bash on somebody who was trying to stick up for them. You know what I mean, Danny? I live in a world that doesn't understand me, or maybe I am crazy. Maybe someone can tell me where my way of thinking is worse than yours. Please, someone tell me where Danny the Man Parker is a better man than me. Then I'll stop doing this. And give me the evidence. Because I don't like looking at this turd thinking he might be right and I might be wrong. But hey, we know I'm worried about his children. But he's the one, I know, that's the thing. At least I'm with my family having a good time. Well, guess what? This ain't a good time for me. This is so me and my family can have a long time. A forever time. But hey, I'm the loser, eh, Danny Parker? Anyways, I've taken about 25 minutes of your time, or up about 26, so maybe I'll do some more videos later.